Your fear of failure is keeping you on analysis paralysis, and it's keeping you from becoming the version of the man that you want to become, the man that God intended you to be, and it's keeping you in a comfort zone where you're always delaying stuff. You're always thinking, "I'll get to this once X is cleared. Once I get to do this thing. Once I get to write off certain things for my to-do list, I'll take care of the things that I really, really want to do." And I'm very guilty of this. Um, but as a man, you have to understand that motivation or waiting for the perfect day for you to seal and to take action is really the worst way of trying to become the man you want to become or trying to do the things you really want to do. Because uh, motion is what is going to help you. Discipline is what's going to help you. And just taking action and starting to put on reps is what is going to make the habit and is going to make your mind understand, okay, we're doing this, so might as well adapt. Because right now, any change in your routine, anything that might be challenging, anything that might take time to develop or to achieve, your mind just sees that as discomfort and as fear of the unknown. So you have to retrain your mind and start putting on reps so your brain understands we are doing this, regardless you want to do it or not. Okay, so we might as well adapt. And waiting and for the perfect conditions, it really just, um, for the most part, is just a way to never achieve anything and to stay being the same person. You're gonna end up the year, you're gonna get to December 31st, and you're gonna look back to the person you were exactly a year ago when you started that year, and you're gonna realize barely anything changed. Maybe you gained weight, maybe you had a breakup or met a person, but that's about it. It rarely your life really changes, your habits really change, your identity rarely changes, especially as you get older. Maybe when you're younger and you have more energy, sure, of course, but for the most part, we stay being the same person because we stop pushing ourselves, we stop trying to grow, we start putting ourselves in situations that are uncomfortable, and we are forced to either retreat or grow. And that's really sad because it keeps us from becoming the man that God intended us to be. So I want to bring this message because it's really what's been working for me and what I've seen many people work. Whenever you see someone successful, whenever you see someone who has achieved or has some success or has some progress in something that looks cool or that you wish you were doing, you gotta understand that person is not smarter than you. That person is not a workaholic, maybe, but maybe it isn't. Like the only thing that this person has done that you haven't is repetitions. That's all. They have more experience, they have more repetitions than you, they have done it more times, they have tried more, they have failed more. So it's pretty much like learning a kick. I don't remember who was the martial artist from a movie who said that I don't fear a person who has practiced 1,000 kicks, but I do fear the person who has practiced one kick 1,000 times because repetition is what leads to mastery. You don't need to start in an optimal way. Like if you want to lose weight, if you want to go to the gym, if you want to start a business, if you want to approach women, whatever you want to do as a man, that is very popular today. The way not to do it is to try to figure out the right way before you put any repetitions, and then you try to start off with the right foot and try to save yourself some time and failure. That's just fear of failure, and it's a recipe for staying in analysis paralysis and never doing anything. Like if you're like me, you have a business and you want to acquire clients, the worst thing you can do is trying to strategize the smartest and most efficient way to get clients. Worry about that once you have 10, 15, 20 clients. At the beginning, you just have to grind. You just have to call people. You have to reach out to people. Is it the best approach? No. Would it are there are better approaches? Yes. But when you're started off, you just need reps. Like whatever it can work. If you need to call 200 people to get one person, one client, that's great. Now you know you can do 200 cold calls in a single day or in 2 days or in 3 days, and you're gonna get to that. And after you put on the reps, after you grind, after you work, after you have experience, now you understand the shortcuts. Now you understand once you work hard, you can start to work smart. But you don't get to work smart without ever working hard. That's just my belief system. And I think that's what keeps a lot of men stuck, or a lot of people, this keeps them stuck in analysis paralysis and never taking action. So it's just about starting and putting on repetitions and just doing and understanding. After a week or 2 weeks, my brain is going to pick up on this and I'm going to start to become good. But the first 2 weeks, I'm going to suck. But after 2 weeks, I'm going to feel good. And it's going to start to become a habit. My brain is going to understand, okay, now we're doing this, whatever goal it is. So you don't have to plan it out to the future. You don't have to think into the future. You just have to say, today I'm going to put a rep. Today I'm going to take action, whether I feel like doing it or not, because you're telling your brain who's in control. I do what I got to do, regardless of how I feel. Are you a man? Because you cannot operate on how you feel and just doing what I feel like doing when I feel like doing it. All right? You're a man. You have to do what you think you had to do, regardless of how you feel. And that starts by putting on reps. You don't have to go super hardcore. You don't have to change doing 180 just in a day. Rome wasn't built in a single day. But you gotta stop staying in analysis paralysis, and you gotta take action, and you gotta start to be in motion. Once you're in motion, you can start to optimize. But first, you need some reps under your belt. You need experience. Do you think you can land a CEO job as your first job? Sounds stupid, right? You need experience. You need to start from the bottom and work your way up, and it takes time. It's pretty much the same with any goal you have. You have to start first, taking out the trash. You got to start first on the printer, scanning things and stapling invoices with checks. You got to work your way up until you can work smart, until you can look for the most effective ways. But first, you got to grind. You got to grind, and that's just how it is. That's just how life works. So stop putting stuff on your to-do list that you never get to do. Don't let yourself go another year without trying to tackle the things you want to tackle. Don't set the goal that you're going to achieve it. Just set the goal that you are going to put into work and gain experience. That's it. You're going to put on reps and see what you learn at the end of the year. You don't have to achieve what you want to achieve. If it's lose weight, if it's gain muscle, if it's learning martial art, play guitar, talking to women, business, whatever it is, you don't have to put the goal or the time frame of when this is going to be successful, because you can't handle that. Don't worry about the things you cannot control. Control the controllable. And what you can control is saying to yourself, I'm going to put on reps. I'm going to put on a big effort to make sure that I gain experience on this. I'm not going to finish the year being the CEO of the thing that I want to achieve, but sure as hell, I'm going to be already working on it. I'm already going to be an employee. I'm already going to be putting on reps and gaining experience. And the result will come. Who knows? That's up to God. But I'm going to put on the reps, and I'm going to work hard to make it impossible not to be impossible. You know what I mean? So yeah, that just to close the video, to start getting in motion, stop being in analysis paralysis, stop strategizing, stop trying to think of the best, most optimal, effective way that you can achieve the goals you want to achieve. Understand that you gotta start mopping floors, and you need experience. You gotta start putting on reps, and that's all you can control for now. All right, take care.